Hi Scorpio, thanks for joining me for your March 2018 forecast for the month. I'm shuffling the Mythical Goddess Tarot by Catherine Skaggs and Sage Holloway. It's beautiful and I'm connecting with the imagery. It's a little bit different than the wording, the verbiage is different than the normal tarot, but trust that I figured it out. Let's start the month. We have similar energies to January in that on the first of the month, we have our full moon, and we also have another full moon on the 31st, just like January. So it's a blue moon month. And on the 1st, we have our full moon at 11 degrees of Virgo. This is bringing an awareness to the 11th house for you, Scorpio. Your friendships, your social connections, and who you are connecting with in clubs and groups and organizations is strong. But there's a closed door here, and some of you have finished your obligation or your participation in some club at the top of the month or in your connection with a friendship. So it could be a couple of different ways. I'm actually getting that you could be releasing old wounds in a friendship that, although it's not occurring right now, it's past trauma. Maybe you're not keeping as sharp of tabs, or you're not holding a lot of bitterness or resentment or judgment as much. You're able to release this towards the people that are in your life or you connected with. And on the last day of the month, the full moon is on the 31st at 10 degrees of Libra, in the 12th house of quiet and rest, which I never mind a full moon in that area. It's the house of release, and the undoing. So closure and a keen awareness here at the top of the month. On the 6th of March, both Mercury and Venus enter Aries, and it is a catalyst month because it's our vernal equinox, and the sun is entering Aries as well. But Mercury has about 15 days direct in your 6th house of health and details, health and well-being, and the 6th house of work and regimen. Then he goes retrograde on the 22nd of March through April 15th. He'll retrograde at 16 degrees of Aries and back through the 4-degree mark in this 6th house of health and details. So you have to tread lightly with the body and the maintenance of the body from the 22nd of March through the 15th of April. It's a sensitive time, so you want to just do mild physical exertion and just be trepidatious in what you are putting your body through at this time. And also in terms of scheduling, allow yourself more time to get places in your route and to get to work, because there could be delays and blockages in terms of how you are driving and getting around to and from both doctor's appointments and work and the neighborhood. Venus in the 6th house for the month suggests a harmony and a balance to how you maintain the health of yourself, of your life, and how you are maintaining your job, the hours within your day, the structure of the routines of your day could be more harmonious, especially from the 6th through the 21st of March. Now Jupiter is in the 1st house for you, and this is benevolence and expansion for Scorpio over the course of a year, and he'll be there through mid-October for you. But on the 8th of March, Jupiter is retrograding at 23 degrees of your sign, and retrogrades through July 10th, back to the 13-degree mark of Scorpio. And it doesn't really affect the negative or positive aspects of Jupiter, because he's jovial abundance regardless of direct or retrograde stations. But this slows down the disbursement of this energy in the 1st house of self and body, which could be a good thing when it comes to those Scorpios who are actually putting on some weight with Jupiter in the 1st house. This will come off once he leaves, especially if you're working at it. But it doesn't really take away the abundance or the fact that you believe that you can accomplish things, because there's an optimism here, and it doesn't go away just because he retrogrades. It's just more slowly dispersed. On the 17th, our new moon is on the same day as St. Patrick's Day, 26 degrees of Pisces. And Scorpio, this works for you. This is water. Your fifth house of true love and romance is ignited, and this is a fresh start. The fifth house, beautiful, light-hearted dating, also a new re-energized connection with your children and your creative endeavors, any entrepreneurial endeavors or concepts could be, I want to say seeds could be planted now, because this new moon is working with Mars, and Mars will sextile this moon's energy as he enters the sign of Capricorn on the same day of the new moon, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And Mars is there through May 16th, and he will be stimulating your third house of expression. So if you want to pitch something, if you want to sell something, market something, have a job interview, or pitch an idea, a concept that you've originated, that's come from you, St. Patrick's Day is the day to do it. And you've got a lot working for you around that time, the new moon trining any Scorpio placements that you have. And please watch your rising sign and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos. And Mars in your third house, direct communication, analysis, expression, knowing how to ask for what you want. This is all powerful energy here. Power, Mars. Then on the 20th, the sun enters Aries, vernal equinox, the sixth house, initiation, the cardinal ingress. There's a lot of action to be had and taken, but Mercury will retrograde 2 days after we enter spring. So although it is a time of action, you might have to tread a little bit lightly the first 3 weeks, because things will not push forward as quickly as you may want them. And a few things might have to be tweaked here and there and re-edited or edited and redone. On the 31st, that's our second full moon, the blue moon at 10 degrees of Libra, as well as the same day Venus enters Taurus in the 7th house. This is the polar opposite sign. So Venus is in the marriage sector. The new moon's in your romance sector. There could be developments for Scorpio, and if you're looking for new connection and relationship, regardless of the retrograde, you might just get it. Let's see what comes up in your cards. I'm excited to see what's present, and I wanted to tell you about my spring special. I am increasing my rates slightly on the 1st of spring, the 20th, but up until then, so from March 1st through March 19th, if you purchase, or you can purchase, an hour session with me for the rate of a 45-minute reading, I am offering my Astro Tarot 60-minute session for $125 instead of the $160. So consider that, and we'll be up and running soon. Also, my VIMEO on-demand medium messages are available for March, and the links are all below for that, and to take you to my other tarot e-course that I have and my website, etc. Okay, Scorpio. Here are your cards for the month of March. Ooh, talk about this. I just said this word, power. Yeah, baby, this is the Emperor. This is Aries right there. And this is Lilith, the Emperor. Fire, Mars. Mars in Capricorn in the 3rd house of expression. I think Scorpio is feeling powerful in this month. And this is the month of Aries, and this card is here to let you know that. What do we have? Oh, yes, we do. 2 of Cups, 2 of Seas, love. That's that 7th and 5th house that are lit up for you. I think that Scorpio has connection, and there could be an intimacy that's generated in March for you. Well, I don't know about this. The 10 of wind is the 10 of swords. For some of you, your marriages have come to an end. The 10 of swords is not the best card, although I kind of love that they left it a little bit, you know, nice with the sun on this card. But when these two cards are together, maybe your first marriage wasn't successful and there was a lot of power and control in the relationship. Let's see what else is here. You have two more cards. Yamea, the Oracle. This is the Hermit. Some of you needed to retreat. The sign of Virgo is in the corner. The Hermit. The Hermit could be anything from counseling to self-awareness or study, meditation, experience, guidance, intuition, knowing when to back off of a situation. And it is a major arcana card, just like Lilith, like the Emperor. So I feel like there is a powerful time here that maybe you're backing out of one relationship and maybe into another one. This is the 5 of coins, Earth. It says manipulation. The 5 of coins suggests that you are coming from a place of lack, and what you are lacking could be keeping you stuck in a cycle, maybe a little bit depressed. Maybe some of you are getting out of relationship or marriages who had manipulated the money, that power-hungry situation, control. One more card for you. More Earth. Know your boundaries. Gain your security through the 4 of coins. And protect what's rightfully yours. The 4 of coins suggests even money. Keep things fair. If you are splitting, if you are getting divorced, try to keep it even Stevens. Whether this is custody, whether this is the security of the resources, I feel like it needs to be split because there's the 2, which is evenly split, the 10, which is evenly split, and then the 4. I just feel like it needs to be down the middle and everything needs to be fair. Then you won't get into drama going forward. Now, if you're not getting divorced, you do have beautiful cards for connection, but at the heart of this is a card of loss. And you might have had this experience before where things didn't work out in relationship, but you gained knowledge from stepping out of something that didn't work for you, and then you're able to feel feeling secure by going back into something else. Be in control of yourself. Take control of just what's yours, and take your power back from anybody that has been depleting you or manipulating you. Scorpio, I find it hard to believe that you would subject yourself too long to any manipulation. But, hey, you know, the 2 of Cups is present. Perhaps you loved them, you wanted to make it work. Maybe you have children and, you know, you're doing things for the sake of the kids. But gain your own power back and be fair. And I feel everything will work out, obviously, just as it should. Thank you for choosing me for your reading and for liking and subscribing to this channel. I'm wishing you a lovely March. Scorpio, remember the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.